Alright, so welcome to an Freaky Cast for the second session of our second game, co-op game. And it's a re-recording this time, so I'm doing it on my own. So we're gonna do an hour and a half of me and Belly talking about cringe, and trade, and cringe-rick and freaky shit into hopefully a bit shorter of a podcast. I've completely forgotten everything we talked about, so I'm gonna redo it again. But however, I do remember that there was a whole of theater issue that is mostly resolved. Good job. So let's just start by doing the only sensible thing in this situation. Fuck it all up. Very nice. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this. I really am not. It's not helping you that much. You don't have that many colonies, even when you settle these two. This is not a well spent slot. Not at all. Um, If you're gonna pick anything, you should 100% preferably pick engineered evolution and go synthetic. No, go genetics. But if you want to go mind over matter and transcendence, well, you're gonna need some more techs for that. You should really finish this. You should really get the ecological, not ecological adaptation. It's the restoration tech, which will give you a couple of good planets, which you're gonna need. They don't have anything special on them though, but you know, they're gonna be good. There, we've got good distribution, so that's nice. I like upgrading these. I do like upgrading the Unity buildings, and then you might only need one. And especially since you have this in here, I wouldn't really keep that in here. It barely gives you anything. It gives you 5%, which is okay. But overall, it's not amazing. But in this regard, it's up to you. Other than that, I've said this before, I'm not really a huge fan of what you're doing either in terms of not really specializing your planets. Such as this. Why is this in here? I don't really know. You're not producing in industrial districts, you have food going. Which means you should replace this with food processing facilities. Yay, upgrade those as well. Try and keep them specialized. As for gene clinics, they're okay if, and pretty much only if, you don't get amenities from other sources. You're getting your trade jobs in, you're getting your Unity buildings in. This is not going to help you enough. However, if you have a shit ton of gases, you can consider getting some. I wouldn't really recommend that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to mention this even. This is research output building on a planet without any researchers. I question. It's okay. Refiner world. Mining world without the mining building. Get the mining building. Do you not have the mining building? Oh yeah, this is good. You're getting techs which can... oh yeah, kick this guy out 100%. Recruit. Just any guy. Alloy building. You need that. Upgrade those, it's quite important. Will give you a lot of extra alloy output. But you should really get the mining building. Actually, I feel like I have to be blind. You can't not have it, can you? Oh lord. Asylum, no. Well, it is what it is. You do you. But this is good, because it is prerequisite for some rather nice techs as well. So... Nano separators. Oh, it was not. What am I saying? I think it was something else then. Once again, Enrique misinformed. But good buildings, get them. Elsewhere, yeah, it's always looking pretty big, pretty chunky. got a sizable fleet. I'm not a huge fan of these ship designs here, especially using Cloud Lightning without having access to the particle lances as well. But yeah, you're missing a bit for now. As always, in terms of weapons tech, yeah, you're getting Tycoon Lance, that's good. I'd stop getting that immediately and swap to advanced research complexes. You need more science. It's gonna help you out a lot. Upgrade these as well, replace some of this, and science it up. Okay. Gene clinics, always a bit questionable. Just gonna leave it at that. You can consider, if you go a genetic evolution and start getting your clone rats up and running, you can consider getting them. But even if you're not going, if you want to go psionic, that is, you should consider getting yourself some robots. Yes, I know robots are cringe, robots are bad, but they will help your pop growth. They're cheap to make, and as long as you don't research the tech where you give them the ability to do leader jobs, you're gonna avoid the dangerous events. So that's always cool. And you can keep their lovely rights downtrodden. Species, pretty good. This one is quite bad, especially when you compare it to strong. I get why you have traditional, and I believe adaptability is from an event. But once you can edit this, once you get the tech for that, just get rid of this and get rid of strong as well. It's worker resources, it's energy, minerals, food. You don't really care. Citizenship and decent conditions. You could put this up to no. Leicester's okay. I would probably swap it up to social welfare, just to increase your happiness for your workers a little bit, but prefer to have, one of these ones, but you don't. You're not gonna be able to get them. It's okay. Yep, I think that's it. Also, yeah, nice anchorages. Force limit quite high. Very nice. Protectors. As always, this is Reinhardt's nation. He's playing a very, very strong nation. The only bad thing is he's really suffering from sprawl at the moment. And him, I do approve of a lot more of taking Imperial Prerogative. He has a lot of planets, and as you can see, he's a machine. He already gets a 50% increase from colonies, which gives him still, even with the negative 50% and extensible software, he's still getting 200 from it, almost on par with his pops, his 777 pops. He's producing ridiculous amounts of unity, especially for being a machine, thanks to his capital. He can monopolize, a special thing for them, and I mentioned this in the last one as well. First of all, he gets 10% output from them. That's bio trophies. So they produce unity, and each one of them also increases the complex drone output of 1% each, as well as they don't cost housing. Which makes these 35 complex drones produce almost 25 alloys each. And just look at that. Almost 50 consumer goods for one population. It's actually nuts. And yeah, same for these. These are pretty ridiculous pops. 300 pops on one planet. He's still not really struggling for housing. Well, I mean, he's getting there. Yeah, this is the dream, as they say. It's an extremely good planet. Very likely the best planet in the entire game. Well, not very likely. It is the best planet. I had a look at this in the last session as well. It's Reinhardt, and I can't comment on his planet designations. They are as good as they're gonna get. He specializes everything, and he has got a lot of new planets not too far away. A lot of low pop planets as well. So he's gonna grow exponentially. See, he's up 10, right? So he's gonna keep growing, and I believe he still has a few left to settle. Well, at least one, and he can get this as well at some point. Although that might just be a psionic entity. Yeah, he can kill that. Nemo problemo once he gets his fleets up and running. He's got a bit of a Federation fleet before we disbanded the force limit for him. But yeah, he holds the Federation fleet. Level 2, slowly working us our way upwards. This is the Marshall Alliance, so we're going to be pushing for that damage to endgame crisis ×2, which is going to be great. Oh, apologies. Yeah, as always, Stellar Nation, everything's looking great. He's got, I think he's got the second best economy in the game. And he is gonna catch quite quickly up on tech once he gets us running. He is building his first gigastructure, I believe. Here, Science Nexus site is just started. And he's unlocking a few more techs for them. I don't think either of these are going to be that important, although this is going to be nice. It's always nice to pick more of, to get more unity. He is gonna get edited in a little something between this session, which is gonna be interesting. Bit unsure what he's gonna do with it, but I fear the remaining AI empires and the marauders, etc., are going to have a bad time. Alright, number 2. So, tree huggers, that do be me. So my economy my economy in its own is pretty good. I'm actually quite up there when it comes to producing this raw output and having an eco. However, last session I pretty much did not increase in science whatsoever. This is mostly due to my own expansions, mainly being these. The habitats. And they only produce mineral resources. I've got 666 pop, 777 sprawl, which is higher than Reinhardt, but the impact is lower thanks to me being a high mind. I am still running nutritional plentitude, which does increase my my empire sprawl. To some degree, that isn't so bad. I'm running mining subsidies. Don't really need that, but I am running it, which increases my income by a lot. But as you can see, it is very expensive in Unity, and despite me producing a decent chunk, it is just straight up very costly. Living metal running, because, you know, living metal is very nice to have to speed up these gigastructures. I picked science. No, I do not have the Ascension perk yet for gigastructures, the Master Builders one, and I might not pick it up at all. Now, the Master Builders is really good. It makes them build faster, and you can build twice of 2 of them. However, I picked Hydrocentric, which I kind of shouldn't have, but I did. And I'm also going to pick Hive Worlds. Now, the Hive Worlds is not necessarily recommended when you do have Hydrocentric, but Hydrocentric mainly gives output increase to it gives output increase to menial resources to workers, while Hive Worlds is just a general 10% resource output. So I want Hive Worlds. Are they the best? Yes, they're the best that hives have. But once you're hydrocentric and aquatic and all that, you technically do not need it. But I will do it anyways. Still have 4 more slots. One of them is for everyone. Should always be saved for the Defender of the Galaxy one. Damage during a crisis faction. Extremely important for us. But we'll see what I pick otherwise. I my sprawl compared to my Unity is better than it was. However, it is still not the best. I did greatly improve that this session, but it is what it is. I just click this button. But yeah, it's going alright. It's going alright. It's gonna grow a lot better. My main issue at the moment is the fact that I don't actually have any noticeable anchorages. I don't know why this has a missile battery, but okay. Gonna have to swap that. But yeah, most of my star bases are solar panel networks. Solar panel networks produce a whole lot. As you can see, these produce almost 15. And that's with the negative 15% from Federation taxes, which makes it so that, yeah, almost half of my income is just straight up star bases, which is pretty good. It's over 900 energy with the negative 15%. For my own expansion plans, I'm currently terraforming, no, colonizing these two, which I terraformed last session. They're down here. Kind of snaked my way down to the South Sea trade lines, because they're not here, as well as my newly established blue home over here, which is it's gonna produce a few minerals. As you can see already, each one of these are, let's see, gonna produce 20. Am I gonna need it? No. Will I do it anyways? Unfortunately, yes. So yeah, it's looking fairly good. The main issue, as I said, is just getting enough. Now my research has fallen down from what it should have been. Mega shipyards coming in, which is another reason why I should get master builders, but we're not gonna get it immediately, at least. So the South Trade Alliance, they were AI for a bit. He said he would return, so I'm gonna have a quick look at them. First impressions though is that yes, this is with AI bonuses, but he is certainly not too far behind to recover anything whatsoever. His Unity is something to be desired. His science is okay, but compared with the Sprawl, the Unity is a pretty big issue. Galactic Force Projection should ask for an edit for that. It's not going to help you a lot. Mercantile Expansion, yeah, okay, this is fine. Especially since he should maybe consider getting some more habitats. These are very weirdly set up or not set up at all, so I don't really know what the AI has been doing with them, if anything. These planets are okay. Yeah, that's good. This is a bit of a weird one, but it is a food world. I don't... Oh, crystal mines, okay. That's fine, usually anyways. More food planets. Should try and avoid food planets as much as possible and try and rely on star bases, but yeah, I'll have to have a look at those. I can immediately see just keep one shipyard. One shipyard is enough. You're not gonna be expected to lose any. Yes. Classic example of he's gonna be, well, I guess not, because it's still planet size. Oh, he needs more housing. That's just a general tip. Oh, and he's gonna have fun with this species. Your AI has been exchanging species with everyone who was AI for a bit. And which means you have Leopop, you got humans, you got crystal dragons from Drakon, and you got belly bots, because belly bots, I don't know what the stairs are, but cool. More aquatic species. Oh yeah, also I forgot about this. Your Wentworth Garden. Administrator research output. Administrator researcher output. And negative 30% artisan output and negative 70% miner output. Which made the AI immediately say that, hey, we're gonna smack this into the factory world. Which makes you have artisans from your districts. And it slapped on an alloy megaforge because reasons. Delete that. Definitely want science from this world. And if you don't want science, you want unity, because you're going to make so much from this. Uh, you can make it some generator food, preferably food since there are more districts, but do not make any of these. There's just a big, big waste. Yes, that is all, I believe. Yeah, yeah, it's very recoverable. You're making solid bank from from branch offices. Very solid. The main struggle here is that you're not really producing enough trade yourself as a megacorp, which really hurts your unity and it really hurts your consumer goods. So much so that you're actually making 350 consumer goods yourself. That is fixable. Very fixable. So, the shrooms. Shrooms. So the immediate thing to notice here, he is by far the one who produces the most tech. He's got a stellar economy. Let's just look at how much he's producing in energy. 1500 minerals as well, really nice. This has AI bonuses to it, keep that in mind, but still, his economy is stellar, his science output is phenomenal. He could get some more unity. Um, and his pop growth is really booming. He's got a nice well, as you can see, you kind of ignore the Starbase's output. Even though he is 6 over limit, 150% extra, he's quote unquote only paying 167 for Starbases. That's not a lot. So yeah, good anchorages. That's something I should take from him myself. Is to dare, quote unquote, to replace some of these solar panels. And he's built a singular anchorage and the naval logistics office, which means he can very quickly swap these over to anchorages when needed. Solid play, solid preparation. The only thing I want to say is that this automated dreadnought is not very dangerous. You can easily kill it yourself if you just build a bit more fleets. I'm pretty sure you have battleships. And yeah, like this is plenty on his own. You just need to actually fit weapons into it. Oh, I believe you might have been the one who is doing building cost repeatables instead of just getting lasers. Lasers. They are a prerequisite for some of the best weapons. You need the Tycoon Lances, you need the neutron launchers. I know the Tycoon Lances aren't the most exciting thing in the game, but they have their use as the neutron launchers. You do need those energy weapons. So, swap that out. You don't care about repeatable. It's a complete waste of time. X-ray lasers. Bam. Let's go. For this as well, why do you not have the food building when you're doing repeatables? Same with the auto-curating bolts. These are, both of them are very good. 15% admin output, great. Also produces 10 unity. This just makes your food drones better. Yeah, you don't want to produce too much, and most of them should come for star bases, but still, you're producing 1200. This is a free boost. Yes, it costs a moat. You can deal with that. Battleship outputs, it's good. But the main thing, get your lasers. Stop doing weird repeatables. They don't matter. They're just a sink. Yeah, I see you're getting a bunch of battleships. Great. I also am expecting that they are very empty ones. Yeah, they are extremely cheap, so no weapons on them. But still, it's good that you fill them out. Refitting is way faster than building. I believe these are all turning into hard worlds, right? Yeah, they are. It's going to be excellent. In terms of prioritization for hive worlds, you should always prioritize getting the ones producing complex resources. So, wait, I don't know if you're doing the. Before I say that. Okay, you're still aquatic. Everything that's an ocean world, you can keep it an ocean world if it produces mainly menial resources. It's sort of up to you. This becoming an ocean world. This you can actually just cancel this and make this a hive world. I'd do that. And you hopefully should remember to put on the terraforming gases. 50% speed, it costs 4 gases, that's fine. but you really want that, and also re-enable this. I know these disables themselves, which is really annoying, but yeah, do that. Get your terraforming speed up. Oh, and you've done something which I didn't do, like a big idiot. Research stations. This is gonna be important for you. Flood the shit out of all your habitats, right? Flood them, flood them, flood them. And also upgrade them. Upgrading them is great. Also, okay, you do have mega engineering. I mean, you had to have that, but let's see. Yeah, so one of the prerequisites for you to later be able to pick, finished your genetic evolution. It's going to be amazing for you. But if you later want to pick galactic wonders, you do need a finished gigastructure, and upgrading your habitats helps you get those techs. Makes them more likely, if I remember correctly. Another thing, okay, no, it wasn't you. Oh, wait, why do you have this? Empire size from planets. Right. Step 1, reform government. Empire size from planets, no. Where is it? There you go. Empire size from pops. Bam, subsumed will. Do that in 6 years. 6 years. You might want to. I mean, this is the pop amenities usage is pretty big, actually. Habitability doesn't really matter that much, although it will hurt your bedrillion habitats, so keep that. At some point, you might consider swapping this out for this one, subspace FAs, whatever that's supposed to be. But yeah, it helps. But divided attention, I don't see that as being worth it. I do not. Yes, it's gonna cost you another 50 from colonies, but still, that is not your main concern when it comes to sprawl. It is straight up just population, population, population. Alright, Stardew Corporate. So, this man started with 2 planets. I believe he has not expanded C as much as possible. However, as you can see on his unity, his influence, sorry, he has been getting as many habitats as he can. Him as well, when he has the influence, start flooding his habitats. And you should also try and get the technology for upgraded habitats. You might want to swap this guy out. You have these two, both of them are excellent. Voidcraft one is the one I would probably take, because you still have a bunch of Voidcraft researches you need. Such as upgrading your habitats and getting your new ship types. Okay, you have 0-point reactors, that's good. Or is it 0-point or cold fusion? I think it's 0-point. You can see. Oh, also research the gamma lasers, yes. It does lead to neutron launchers, arguably one of the best weapons in the game. Settling the habitat, that's great. It would appear that you have, yeah, hydrocentric. Good. Okay, so there's a bunch of lithoid pops on these, which is perfectly fine. Honestly, it is. But let's see. Your species are indeed a bit of a mess. So it says 100%, which it is, because you have lithoid population and they have plus 50%, but all the other ones will not have it, especially not these. The fact that these are not counted as wet will hurt your population a lot, which is why I want to flood it. It both gives them more habitability and it makes them have more output of energy and minerals. As I mentioned before with Crediacs, I don't ever want to see both of these building on the same world. Replace them immediately and slam down the robo facilities. Unless you're going genetic. If you're going genetic, then sure, that's fine. But I'd build robots. Build robo facilities everywhere. Here on Science Worlds, getting a research institute is very big. It's a flat bonus. So you should definitely get that. It's a 15% research bonus, and while your science is doing pretty decent considering your start, you should still get more. But yeah, it's going the right way. It really is. Just keep expanding, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, more habitats, and more habitats. Great, perfect. That's exactly what you need. Right, so here's another thing. You're building shipyards and anchorages everywhere. You do not need more than one shipyard. One shipyard is all you need. So you replace all of these with anchorages, or if you want more force limit, that is. Or you can for now do trade hubs and get the trade hub building of world trading companies just to min-max your money and trade output. It's going to be good for you. You can also keep upgrading these as long as you have the alloys for it. Currently you have a decent chunk, and you can just probably ask, let's say, Belly for more alloys. Edicts. Yeah, this is fine. Research subsidies, peace festivals, yeah. This does not do a lot. You might want to consider disabling that, although it is quote unquote just energy. That is up to you. Okay. The rest you don't really gain enough. You should potentially put on nutritional plentitude though. Gives 10% increased empire size, and it makes your food eat more, but the 10% growth is pretty big. So I would do that, even though it costs you a bit of unity. Perks are fine. You should really work on getting an ascension though, whether it's synthetic evolution. Well, this is the prerequisite. So step 1 would be the flesh is weak, and then synthetic evolution. I would either do that. That would assimilate all your population into robots. Ask Belly about a trick to make it so that you can keep some biological pops. Or psionic, potentially. Genetics also work. It's up to you whether you want low number, high quality pops, or try and like branch out and spam pops. Genetics is gonna help you a lot. Also for this, there's an arid world here, a tomb world here. You really want these two planets, and you should try and talk to the commies and the belly bots to potentially kill these. There's a lot of fleet in here, but you can do it if you work together, and you would really, really benefit from these two planets.
Situation log updated.
Alright, ants in it are min-max population clone boy. So his sprawl is still very low, he's only getting a 15% bonus. He's exceptionally efficient with his pops, so he's making 1,000 from trade. He's making 500 from there, and he's producing a decent chunk of alloys, and he's got on par research pretty much with me, which makes it so, since his sprawl is so low, that he actually has very close technological level to myself. He should really consider making this an eco-monopoly, because this is a science world and an industrial world. But then remember the age-old when you swap, make your capital an eco-monopoly. Well, then you need to first swap your capital and assign it to either to either alloys or consumer goods. I said this last session, and I'll say that again. I question him already a bit about why he went to genetic, because as it turns out, even though he's full evolutionary mastered, you can't actually create templates for your clones. Makes sense, they would be completely ridiculously strong if not, but you cannot. This is Leo's pop, and these guys with their fantastic Doom World preference can be edited though. I wouldn't keep them very strong. It's 5% worker output, even though I see, yes, you're making them farmers. No miners, but still. I would just make them grow more. Same with these. Alright, you don't need this. I mean, this is nice and all, but could just do one of the -2 ones. Where's the unity output one? Let's ask negative. Oh. Hum. I really do like this docile as well. Negative 20% amenities from jobs. Depends what you're gonna be making amenities for. Don't take this. I'd prefer to remove this from it, but I know you want to min-max your pop. But this is just too good. Pop growth speed, turn, and housing usage. These are a very good combo. I guess you want this so they can have it like live everywhere, on any planet, but gonna be making eco poo-poos in Gaia worlds anyway, so do you really care about the habitability? Fertile. Everybody loves fertile. But yeah, you could really get some more anchorages instead of the star bases. You don't mind going over capacity for a bit. Yeah, 150 for energy for this. It's not a whole lot. You can easily go over a bit and get some anchorages in so you can build a fleet. You're starting to get to that time. Delete science ships. And I prefer to see a bit more specialized stations, but for now these are so newly established that most of them it doesn't really matter, but yeah. This one you're left to yourself. The reason... high pops, you need more housing. So, upgrade habitats, all your habitats, get more of these, at least one more, and then you can also consider upgrading your clone mats, because it also gives building extra construction, extra assembly, which is pretty good. Other than that, I don't really know what to say. It's pretty okay. His build is working the way it's supposed to. Yeah, Gaia worlds are good. What can I say? He's not got a lot of pops, but his pops are probably the most efficient in the game. At least when it comes to his big brain ants. Alright. So, good old Crediax. The guy I told last session to keep specializing his planets appeared to have done so. Now, this is your capital. Yes, you have Memorex, research-driven jobs, and stability. This is a fantastic planets, and I would like to see you remove both of these and swap them over to industrial districts, and consider swapping out especially this, and preferably also the Dread Encampment, for an alloy building. I don't really need the administrator office either, it's your capital, but I mean, it's good. Science planets, great. Holo Theater, needed. Clone Vats, very nice. You can consider swapping that out for more science, just to min-max the science. However, the +3 growth is very nice. But the Memorex that you have it here, excellent. It's a great artifact. You can, oh yes, play the Hunters. More tech worlds. Yep. We like these. Refinery station, excellent. Make sure you're not suffering from the high pop penalty. Upgrade them when you can. Same goes for everywhere. Just check these yourself that you have enough housing. It's very important, especially this. You only have 3 pops, but you need to get in more housing. So get one of these, and then 3 of these, then you upgrade it, and then you get another one of these, and one more of the other district. It's usually how I do it. Yeah, Factory World, cool. Aha, Cardiacs. Tut tut. You probably want this to be more focused towards whatchamacall these metallurgists and alloys at this stage of the game. But you decide. Um, that just means that you're gonna have to get another one at some other point. But that's cool. Just remember, either or, not both. Never both. Alright. Technologically speaking, your science is higher than mine. Unity leaves a lot to be lacking. You could really use Unity planets. Absolutely. Otherwise, your economy is going stellar. Make these into anchorages. Yeah. Spam them out with these, and once these are done, get in your... where are they? Right, you do not have the technology. From here, there's a military... First of all, this is a great 5% resources from jobs. But there is a tech which will give you naval logistics offices, which makes each of your anchorages give more. As always, never ever ever build more than one shipyard in this game at least. So remove these, build more anchorages, or make them trade hubs. That's up to you. Just make them anything. Ascension perks. It's going to be a no-brainer for you, I think, to finish your... Okay, you don't have the tech for it. You can consider archaeology project. I don't think Voidborn's going to be needed for you. However, do you also have Dracon's dudes in here? Oh, I got the rockets, huh? Psionic boys. It's always good. You want Psionic Theory, if you can get it. That's a tech which gives you negative 10% sprawl. Oh, you have it. Very nice. It's a bit of a mess. It's okay. Your doggos are alright. We do like your doggos. Humans, you should definitely change. If you're going genetic engineering, you should just toss out their stuff. It's okay. So, set rights. You are living in a stratified economy. Negative 10% happiness. For workers is a bit questionable. However, their political power doesn't exist, which I think makes up for it. I guess that's fine overall. Yeah, stability is super high. Yeah, you're good. It's in your capital. As you can see, it's going down because of pop approval rating because your workers literally hate you. That's fine. I think you're doing okay, Credias. Edicts, put on something. Nutritional plentitude is always good. Pop growth, yes, it does increase your tech cost a little bit, but pop growth. And you can also consider doing research subsidies for more tech, or good old mining or farming. Though I think most of your stuff comes from trade. Sure does. And stations provide you a lot of minerals as well. So they're not a must. You're making 1200 food apparently. You do not need that much. Another reason to swap out these for industrial districts. Actually, what? Where are you even? Food. Oh, here we are. 750 food from this fantastic, lush, beautiful planet. Perfection. Hey, my man. Nice, right advisor. Oh, and once this spawns, make it a normal sector. No more frontiers. So, yes, you have a lot of frontier sectors. You need to make these properly, assign them, give them a governor. Arrested development, you don't care about him, but yeah, recruit some guy. Oh, Eker, son of Saka. Hell yeah, you want this guy, and you want him in your capital sector immediately. Bong. Fantastic. So get him in, make sectors. That's the big important thing. I believe your economy is quite stellar. It's going great with eco. Science output, quite good. Sprawl, very high. Your tech penalty is starting to really hurt. You could use a bit more unity. Alloys, excellent. And force limit and fleets, quite big, quite high. This is good. I would consider deleting everything that isn't a battleship or a cruiser, or a corvette, sorry. Especially the cruisers. They are just straight up just worse battleships. And destroyers, you can make them good, but still. Mainly battleships are gonna do the heavy lifting for you. Everything else, just get rid of it, honestly. Anchorage is good. You want to get in hydroponics bay in all of them. It's quite important, actually. They're just free food. A lot of free food. Which makes you able to cut in the amount of workers you have to eat said food. Planets are looking a-okay. If you're gonna produce both of these. I would probably assign this into a generator world fully and make this something else, or at least get in the mining building here. Other than that, yeah, this is mostly fine. What are you going for Ascension perk-wise? Flesh is weak, cool. Galactic Force Projection is a bit of a waste, because it's so easy to just grab some star bases instead. It's just 80 naval cap. It is not gonna save you or help you or anything. So it's kind of a waste of a perk, but that is a bit what it is. Tech-wise, okay, so you don't have Gig Engineering yet. You're reducing 0-point reactor, that's good. Starbase upgrade cost is gonna be good. Okay, so you need habitats. You need the tech too. So let's see. Habitat tech is important. So habitat tech is part of the things you need. Where is it? Mega engineering. So you need the battleships for the habitat tech. However, on your own planet is orbital habitats. Right, it gives a 2 times modifier, as well as this. So get at least one habitat. It's gonna help you get mega engineering. And as well, try and keep your researcher voidcraft guy, which you are doing, which is great. But yeah, finish this, get habitats, upgrade these. It's always good. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Can't deny. Pop's going good. Big science, hell yeah. Your lithoids as well. Very interesting. Yeah, you can make some of these into those, but you're almost getting your next tech. That's cool. Aha. Okay, cool. I like this. It's okay. You're soon gonna be turned into robots anyways, but for now it's good. So, this is Credias. I believe this is Virgin's stuff. He's got a bit of an unfortunate start. He's very locked in. He's not got a whole lot to do. He's upgraded his habitats, given them a lot of guns. We told him to. Well, you should get trade hubs fully in every one of these instead of the guns, but that's fine. I'm not gonna comment on it too much. He left the game. I don't really expect him to be back. You should not have picked Grasp of the Void. It doesn't do anything for you. You already have too many. Technological Ascendancy, great, 10 out of 10. You wanted that. For you, I would probably pick Mastery of Nature or go down an Engineered Evolution, probably, or Psionic. What you really need is just, yeah, definitely pick this, pick this. And yeah, you're sort of behind on tech, so Mastery of Nature, well, you don't really have any planets. Tough situation, hard to get by. The big thing for you would definitely be to get the orbital habitats and the star fortresses and the synthetic crystal plants. All of these three are very important. So if you come back, swap the habitats immediately. That's your way to get more quote-unquote planets. This is Leopold. Leopold, you're wholesome. I love you. You're not coming back. Sorry. Well, you said you weren't, so we're gonna skip you. Sorry, Leo. Whoa! Your AI is doing okay. Very good, actually. Oh, fairly good. So, this is Sognus. So he is, if I don't remember correctly, wrong, yeah, he's terraforming all his tomb worlds, and the first thing and most important thing, easily, is to go in here, click the terraforming gases, get that 50% reduction in terraforming speed. So yeah, or 50% increase in terraforming speed. It's going to help a lot. So he's turning them into mostly hive worlds, one ocean world. Those that you're turning into ocean worlds, should preferably be the ones that you can make into menial planets. So like this one could be a generator world. This one, yeah, well, it's got a shit ton of industrial districts, so preferably be that. But yeah, I would turn it into a hive world instead then. Because you are aquatic, and I believe you have also... No, you picked hive worlds. Okay, that's cool. Then there's no issues there. So, what you can do once you have made all these is secret template. Evolutionary Mastery Ascension perk. Right. I don't know if you can remove aquatic later. If you can, that would be great. It would be great. Unsure though. I do like the pickup of 5 worlds. However, Engineered Evolution and Genetic Engineering, Evolutionary Mastery, sorry, are pretty crucial for you, and you should get them both as your 2 next. You need more Unity compared to your size, definitely. 37%, 75% tradition adaptation cost, so these are really expensive for us. Upgrade these when you can. You sorely need more housing. You're probably, well, not quite suffering from the penalty for here. Okay, so you're good for now. But just make sure you have at least one habitation district. It's just good to have. Another thing is your synaptic nodes. Once you finish, is it domination? Yeah, synaptic nodes also increases housing by 2, which is very helpful for your habitats. Just remember to slap down spawning pools, and you also want to get cloning vats going on them. It's quite important for you. But yeah, get both. They're good. Unity World, pretty great.